G'day everyone, it's Justin and Scott.
Hi.
Two dads again from BRRRRRM Australia. Coming to you today from a Mazda 6 wagon. Now mate, the last few cars we've been looking at SUVs, haven't we?
We certainly have. We've done a lot of SUVs.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, they're very, very family friendly. Some are a bit more fun than others, I suppose, but I thought, mate, it's about time we got back into something, that's family friendly and I reckon a bit more fun. Like a wagon, a well-sorted handling wagon is a good thing.
Yeah, and it's something that we would have considered a lot as a family a few years ago, but SUVs have taken over, right?
Exactly, and I reckon there's nothing wrong with a good, well-sorted wagon. It's got the space, it's got the room, and it's actually a bit more fun to drive, I reckon. So
Yes.
yeah. So I thought today, our viewers, one of our viewers, BG Zoo, actually sent us a message on
Hi,
YouTube.
BG Zoo.
Hi, BG Zoo, asking if we could have a look at the Mazda 6 wagon. He had a look at our Mazda 3 review and thought, is a wagon a good thing to check out as well. So he asked us to have a look at the touring spec, which is pretty similar in price, I think, to the SP25 we looked at in the Mazda 3. But sorry, mate, we couldn't get us a touring, but we're in the Mazda 6 GT wagon today, which is the spec above the touring. Now the 6 wagon comes in four levels. It comes in a sport model, which is the base one, touring spec, GT, which we're in today, and a Tenza, top of the range one. Now, engine wise, 2 engines, 2.5 litre petrol, SkyActiv, same as the actual SP25 actually, 138 kilowatts at 5,700 RPM, 250 newton meters at 3,250 RPM. There's a 2.2 turbo diesel SkyActiv as well. That puts out about 129 kilowatts at 4,500 RPM and 420 newton meters at 2,000 RPM. So it's pretty torquey, that thing.
Yep.
So price wise, the one we're in today, the GT, 43,990. Okay, for an extra 28.50, you can get yourself into a diesel in the same spec. Mate, you've had a drive around of this thing quickly. What do you reckon?
Well, so yeah, I think that move back from SUVs back to a wagon is it's really enjoyable, I've got to say. So I'm already thinking, goodness, don't follow the trends. Go and compare at least a wagon to an SUV before you make that family purchase, I think. Just because it's it's just very comfortable to drive. Okay, you don't have the height, but this car, we're just going around quite a sharp roundabout now. It just handles so well.
Yeah.
You don't get that same body roll. The suspension just seems to be rolling over the bumps a lot more than what we're probably feeling in some of the SUVs.
Yep.
And it feels a bit more luxurious driving around in this.
Well, this is the second from the top level luxury thing in Mazda's Mazda 6 range as well. It's even got, in the back here, heated rear seats. The kids found that out yesterday. They put the thing down there and found the buttons for the heated rear seats. That's like expensive European level, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So I think the luxury feels from the outside. It looks really nice, sophisticated from the outside, and you get inside, and there's quite a fair bit of softness to the inside. The steering wheel's nice.
Quality of the materials is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Safety features, mate. I'll just run through a couple of things. All these cars are really they come with a good selection of safety features. Blind spot monitoring. They call it Smart City Brake Support, which is that autonomous braking between 4 and 80k an hour. Rear cross traffic alert as well.
Which we think is a great feature and one that people should be looking for. Yeah.
I must admit, going out of the driveway yesterday, it kicked in yesterday, which was really good. Yeah. They come with parking sensors too. I know the GT's got front and rear, but I think pretty much all of them just have rear as standard. The GT comes with this really cool feature, the head-up display that brings up traffic sign recognition.
Yes, so it's got the 50 kilometre an hour zone right now, and I can see I'm doing 40 k's an hour as I go around that corner. It's great.
Yeah. And one thing I noticed, mate, Polaroid sunglasses. Mazda's one of the few cars I think we've driven, when you've got the head-up display, you can see it with Polaroid sunglasses, which is really cool. That's good.
Very good. So I think for me, just driving the car as well, like, braking seems really good. The steering's very comfortable driving around. So this is a car that's, if you've got the family in the back or you're just driving it every day, you're not going to have to think too much about driving this thing. It brakes easily, you point it in where you want to go, and the steering feels really comfortable.
I think it's pretty direct myself, actually. I quite like the way it points. There's a good amount of feel coming through the steering. It's fun. It is fun to drive. It's that zoom thing that Mazda always talk about, and you can tell it's in one of these that's got that. Mate, it's running on 19-inch wheels too. Mate, I reckon the ride quality is pretty good for something on 19-inch wheels.
Absolutely, yes, I agree. And then the engine, you talked about the couple of different options there. This one being the petrol option, I think it's pretty well spec'd, 133 kilowatts, I think you said, or whatever. You can get it to rev a little bit if you really want to push it hard.
Have you shoved it in sport mode yet?
No, believe it or not, I've held off doing sport mode.
Okay.
I'll, you know me, I love my sport mode. I'll have to give that a go. Here we go. Let's go. Sport mode. Yeah, so you can instantly feel.
Makes a little bit of a difference.
Yeah, it does actually. Yeah, it's certainly a little bit more responsive. Yeah.
Mate, I noticed we put you in the back just to see how you sat in the back with your driving position. How was it? Was it all right?
So I've got the seat pretty much all the way back, and I still had enough leg room. So if it's the occasional put the big adults in the back, it's more than capable of doing that. Longer trips, it's not a huge amount of space, but it's fine. Yeah.
How'd you find the headroom though?
The headroom's fine. It actually goes up and gives you a little bit extra headroom at the back there. That's more than enough,
which is good.
So it's more than capable of shuttling some adults around.
Okay, all right. Boot space, I reckon, is fine. It's a wagon. It's got plenty of room. It's actually got those little handles in the back that allow you to drop the seats down to 60-40 split. So it extends the room there, and if you want to put longer things in the back, but low lip. It's good for space.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, from the family friendliness side, the wagon seems to be the way to go, right? You just get that extra bit of versatility. Yeah, it's good.
Interesting point though. The wagon is actually shorter than the Mazda 6 sedan. Did you know that?
No. How did they achieve that?
I have no idea. I think it's to do with the styling of the car, but it's probably I reckon it's a good looking thing. So
absolutely.
The multimedia system in the car, 7-inch touchscreen as well. You got USB. Points in the front here. Mazda's gone with this thing where, it's I think AHA, Pandora, and Stitcher. I think to get your download your music and stuff like that. But unfortunately, Pandora in Australia is gone. They recently pulled out, so that's you're down one now already.
Yep.
I don't think it's got Apple CarPlay or Android Auto.
That's what I was going to ask. I think that's a big gap. Yeah, I got to say, I've been in a few hire cars recently where they've had CarPlay, and it's just fantastic. I sit in the car, instantly I'm in line, and it's using all my features, playing my music. I love it. So something I'd be looking for in a car now.
I reckon there's good and bad with that, I suppose. I mean, you're using your money to download everything, aren't you, on your phone?
Yes.
But then again, if you're not having to use navigation in the car, then if it had navigation, you're not paying for a subscription every time you want to upgrade the nav and everything too, isn't it? So it's all right. But it has got DAB across the range, so. In capital cities and that, it's pretty good. You can listen to DAB radio.
Yes.
The GT's got the 11-speaker Bose sound system in it, which is good. Mate, warranty, 3-year unlimited kilometre warranty with cap price servicing as well. I'd probably say these days it's getting to be a little bit average, isn't it? 3-year unlimited.
I don't think it's good enough now. I think 3 years is really a bit underspec in terms of the warranty. You're seeing 5 in almost everything else that's coming out that we've been reviewing.
Actually.
Yep.
So
having said that though, Mazda's a great car, really well built. I'm not concerned that after 3 years it's all going to fall apart.
No.
But if we look at the industry average, I think it is more closer to 5 years now. Yep.
Okay, mate. You've had a drive of the new Mazda 6 Wagon.
Yes.
Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, I think from the outside, when you first see it, it feels like a really luxurious car. It looks good. Then inside, it carries that through, right? So it feels quite luxurious inside.
Feels very upmarket to me,
yes,
actually.
Yeah.
It's pretty good for a Japanese car. It's good.
Very impressed. And then, you know, we're always looking for family friendliness, right? So it's quite spacious in the front. I've sat in the back. There was enough leg room for adults in the back, even with the seat fully back. Having a look at the boot space, there's certainly enough there for a family.
Yep.
So, you know, it's starting to tick all the practicalities for a family.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I reckon the way it rides and the way it actually handles and everything like that, it ticks that fun box, especially. Yeah, fun's fine.
Yeah, we haven't driven the diesel, so today we had the petrol engine, and that seemed really well spec'd for this car. So it's
for the
certainly,
size of the car too, you know, did a pretty good job.
Yep, and you let me put it in sports mode, so that was fun. And and I think I'd have it in sports mode all the time, but yeah, because it really does up that up the driving experience. But yeah, it's really good.
No, it's pretty good. X Factor question. Now, is it something that you would actually look back at after you've parked it? What do you reckon?
Well, I don't think I've said yes to that question for quite a while, because maybe it's been the SUVs or whatever it's been we've been reviewing. They've been good cars, but they're just not necessarily the X Factor. This is one that I think, yes, I would look back at. It's really nice. Yeah, I like it.
I like the styling of it too. No, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Anyway, I just want to put a big thank you to our friends at AMR Mazda for the loan of the 6 today, and thanks to everybody out there watching us. Views keep climbing and climbing, and subscriptions keep climbing and climbing, so thank you very, very much.
Thanks,
we'll see you next time.
See ya.